Alright guys, welcome to the channel. It's Adam with ND72. So today we're out here with my E55 at Orlando Speed World. So I wanted to go to the no prep race. This is what this car just got set up for, with I have a crap load of weight in the rear, but I just couldn't get a ticket. I messed that up 100% me. So we're out here on just a Sunday fun day test and tune event. So we're gonna try to have some fun. I got 3 bags of ice. We're gonna dump it in my tank right before I'm actually first in line. So I got lucky on that. I literally just drove off the highway. We're gonna have about a 5-10 minute cool down before they start. So that'll be pretty cool. I got my E55 here. She's all ready. She is boiling hot though. Like effing just drove here. It's roughly 88 degrees out. But we got the car basically all set up. I'm testing some of my Zex data logging stuff. Yes, it's in a weird spot right now. That's just for mock-up and all that stuff. I got all that from Rob from Needs Wings. So we're gonna pull some data on this. I got some of my old Nicky Thompsons that are roughly at 20 PSI. And then if I could show you, as I'm talking about my weight, I have everything to remove it, but I got about over 100 pounds down there. So I got everything to remove it if I need to, but we'll see. All right, so we're gonna go over kind of everything that kind of makes power and make this car fast. We're not gonna go over the little things, but I'm gonna try to go over everything. Let's start off with there. VRP 92mm billet snout with hellcat throttle body, little mushroom filter, coming down to a 77mm pulley, fixed. And then we look down there, a 168 from VRP modular pulley. A couple billet pulleys, don't really make anything. Belt saver kit. Long tube headers. VTEC tune. Stock muffler, stock exhaust, kind of far the way back. Power-wise, then 550 injectors. That's kind of it for power. Then for cooling, we have VTEC top mount, which these are really nice. Like they made night and difference from what my other intake temps were. We have a, what else? Heat exchanger setup, which I'm not a big fan of it. It's the dual setup with a FabTech lower and basically a secondary up top. Not the biggest fan of it. With some 3/4 lines that then go to a custom tank in the rear. And then I have twin pump setup. So nothing really too crazy on that. I got secondary air blocks deletes. I got this new Zex data logging things that I got from Rob from Needs Wings. But that's really it. It's kind of a basic build. Nothing really too crazy. Nothing too extravagant. And then wheels and tires. We got a stud conversion. Basically big, normal, front heavy tires. We got some Nicky Thompsons in the back that are really bald. But let me show you because this is the last event I'm ever going to wear them in. Sorry about this water flooding. I have a stupid next door neighbor that screwed my life over. But yeah, tires are pretty effing bald. And then for suspension, just BC coilover setup. Nothing too extreme. You get your 9?
10.5.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I spun off the hit.
Oh, okay. So the prep's not that good then?
It's good. It's just I have new suspension, so I'm learning how to dial it in right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we were just about to go. I dumped on my ice, and then the 4th guy down broke. Dang, that was 3 bags of ice wasted. This guy did a 10.5. All right, we're getting back up. The guy doesn't think he did any on the track. All right, we got the logger going, starting log, recording. Going after like a simple bolt-on infinity. Make sure we got all the modes right. Sport mode, ESP off for my Bernie, and for the whole run. Good burnout. Got a little sideways on that one. All right, go back to first. This guy doing a burnout? Yeah, he is. Okay. Knock on wood. F that up. Holy crap. Yeah, I definitely F that up. Alright, let's see how that was. I messed that whole startup up. Alright, and log. Let's kind of look at some of the data. I messed that whole thing. Alright, so we went to like 126. We'll look at the data. That's what all that ice too, which I think melted. So let's see what we did. Holy patooties, it's hot out. It is in the 80s right now. If you saw, I staged completely wrong. I staged wrong, trying to reverse back. Oh, my time is gonna be all messed up. But I beat him. Let's see what data. Definitely looked like it went pretty rich there though. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I figured it was pretty bad. 11.6, so my 60 foot was 2.1. We need to get down to a 1.5. Okay, so that's basically what I do on the street. So not that too good. So this time we're gonna get more ice, go back, go to our little pit area, get more ice. Owies, that hurt. One more run like this, and then we'll start pulling weight and stuff. Unless I could just go right up, which I don't think I can. At least get one bag. Nah, we'll get no bags. We're just gonna go right up and hot lap this bee, because it looks like everyone just pulled right over. Yeah, it looks like everyone, no one else really turned around for over there. We'll give it a couple seconds cool down. So we just got a talking to. I ran 11.6 and they said if I do 11.4, I can't run anymore. I never really heard that. I thought I didn't need a cage, but they're saying I do. So we're gonna keep running. All right, so the plan is now, I don't wanna get kicked out today. We're gonna do a 80% run, and then we'll go through all the ice, because I don't want to, right now our temps are, if I'm going to get kicked out, that's okay, but I'm already starting at 100-degree air intake temps. You know what I mean? So I don't want to do it under 11.4 and get kicked. And someone spilled something on the track effing again. All right, well, we're waiting a little bit now. All right, we got logger going, got everything. So we really want to just get like the first half, and then we're going to, oh shoot, I never unpopped my hood. 100% rookie error, 100%. Well, good thing I caught it. Fuck yeah. Alrighty, we got logger, everything ready. First gear, sport. Small little Bernie burn. Okay, this time, let's do a lot better. At 90, hit the brakes. All right. Let out at 90, hit the brakes. That one felt pretty good. We definitely walked that guy. So we let out at 90 and got on the brakes. Let's stop Mr. Loggy. All right, let's see what that one was. Yeah, that that Infinity, I don't think it really touched me. So, all right, let's get some windows down. All right, so we're ending the run with temps of, I can't even get to it. 95, yeah, so still hitting, actually it was ended colder. Well, because we didn't pull it all the way out. So let's see what this one did. And we'll compare them so we can at least get like an idea if we went faster. Now we're gonna pull them to the pits, pull our weight out. We're gonna pull our weight out, bag it with ice, and it's gonna be a full-on race. Like, this is gonna be the main thing. Then we'll start calling people out for 8th mile stuff. We're gonna pull the car in. I'm gonna do a little checky check. Man, they trashed this place. Look at all the crap the rigmarole just left. Still over, it's 80 degrees out. Ooh, you poop. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
All right. So, where's another slip? All right, let's pull in and do a little comparing. All right, so that one we did a 13.0 at 160. So let's go with the previous one where we did the 11.6 and we messed up the whole counter. This 8th mile was 7.6. Okay, we went 11.6, messing all that up. Now this time we let out at 90 miles an hour. So we let out before the 8th, still went a 7.3, 1.4. So we're gonna pull all that weight out of the car and add more ice. All right, so we got the logger opened up and all that stuff. Let's see, dismiss. So this is the half pull I did. Let's go, yeah. So half pull right over here. Watch the glare. All right, so as we're looking, so for boost, we maxed out at like 16 PSI of boost. Air intake temp 100, so it really wasn't that bad, but we did, that was that half pull. But if you look at my AFRs, it goes really rich. Like it dips. It's not like a constant, so we start going 12, 12, 12, and then right around here, it starts dipping in the 10s, goes up to 11, goes to 11, goes 11 pretty good, until right here, it goes to 9s, which I don't think that's good. That's like 80 miles an hour, right when I let off at 90, so maybe that was it. But let's look at the other log. This is the full pull where I messed up the starting, rolled forward, all that other stuff, so the times are a little bit off, but the data should still be good. All right, so here is, this should be the other full, yep, here's the full pull. So let's look at this full pull. We hit on the max a little bit more boost because we took it more out at 18 PSI of boost, but we had this dip in the AFR again. Look at right over here. So right here we dip for whatever reason to 10s. The rest of the pull, then it pulls up. So I definitely have way too much fuel in this car right around here. So this is at 6,100 RPMs, and you go, and then it shifts. When it does that shift at 100 miles an hour, it does that. Our air intake shot all, wow, okay, shot all the way up to 170. That's because we melted all that effing ice. So those are definitely really high air intake temps. We're gonna have to pack this. It is super hot out, and we were waiting, and we had to stop and go. All right, so now what we're gonna do is try to find someone to impact on, because I forgot mine. Pull out that like 100-pound of weight, and this time pack that thing with ice at the last minute. So we're gonna have less weight on the car, so hopefully that'll give me a little bit. This one's gonna be a full push, hopefully run. So we're letting the car cool down a little bit because I need to find an impact gun. Hey guys, do you have an SLK32 or an SL55 or any car with an M11 2K or M11 3K? Then I got a product especially for you guys that you're gonna like. What we got right here is Needs Wings modified surge tanks with crossover tubes, and their fancy dress-up kit hardware. This unit right here will help performance and lower boost in your cars. They make them for M11 3s and M11 2Ks. Now, this product right here is what you need if you're thinking about running stacked pulleys, more boost, or almost anything. This will drop your PSI down without losing any horsepower. So you know what that means? Better air intake temperatures, more actual horsepower, and safer for your motor. They bolt right up with no modifications, directly into your factory areas, allow you to actually have boost sensors back there, or run nitrous with a series of bungs. This is such a good product, and I got it on both of my cars. Now, what you might say is like, oh, that doesn't really add too much power. Well, I made a video proving it actually does. And look it, they actually make the engine bay pop, and it doesn't look too crazy. It looks almost factory. So if you're thinking about what your next performance mod should be for an M11 3 or an M11 2K motor, modified surge tanks are the way to go. Now, Also, if people are still doubting their performance, I'm making a video where it's really showing how much boost drop you do with the same amount of power. And, not to toot my own horn, but me, Adam at ND72, I have basically the world's fastest SLK32 in the world, and I'm not running a crazy pulley system. I am technically the second fastest, but the first if you don't count nitrous or meth. So, that kind of says it right there. And this car, all it really has done to it is stacked pulleys, which is a 178, a 65 millimeter, long tube headers, tuning from VTEC, and a lot of needs wings parts. But these modified surge tanks were a big part of it to keep my boost down. On my motor, it dropped at 5 psi, same power. So my temps went way down. So what I think almost every M11K should have one of these, or you go top mounts, which I did that on my E55, but it's a lot more money. So if you're talking about money, you want to purchase one of these, you go to needswings.com, and if you want to save a little bit money, I got a 10% off coupon code for you. So you go to needswings.com, put your items in your basket, and then off the surge tanks, if you put where'd you hear about it from, put ND_72. That'll get you 10% off surge tanks for M11 2Ks, M11 3Ks, and these cool intakes and crank pulleys for the M11 2K, and some intakes for a C32, and the list goes on. So next time you're on needswings.com, make sure you put anything you're purchasing, where'd you hear about us from, ND_72. You'll get 10% discounts on not all their items, but some of their items, and one of them is a modified surge tank set. So, hope you guys like it. Go make some purchases, and back to the video. Alright, so we're going to be running this 4x4 blower F-150. I'm pretty sure those are the heavy ones-ish, but let's see. We got ice. We're 66 degrees. So, let's see what we do. We're in the other lane this time, which I'm a little annoyed about, but
might not look as good on you as...
And geez, look at all the preps gone. We're gonna have to really cut over in the X lane. Alright, so let's get over. We're in this lane. Let's get pretty straight and stage it up. Come on, Michael. Man, I'm doing terrible. Whoop, one bulb. 2 bulbs. Definitely bogged. Yeah, I bogged really bad taking all that weight out. But we're looking good. We walked away from him. We've got to hit the data logger, but we look pretty good on temps. Let's see. I will say, all-wheel drive, the supercharged F-150s get out of the hole. Holy crap, he got out on me on that one. But it's okay. Let's see what we did. I did end up pulling a top end on him, but he got out on me good. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
All right, we did a 11.2. Boo. Yeah, I must have messed up getting out of the hole. So, dang, it's definitely that AFR richening out at the top. So we're gonna have to figure that out. I'll contact VTEC and show them all that stuff, and we're gonna have to come back because that's pretty slow for what this car is. So this is the 3-liter Whipple F-150 that I just raced. All right. He said that he had to pull out at 105, I think, because he said it was limited up top. And I'm going to race his son now, who has a Roche one. We'll see how this does. All right, now we're going to be racing. This is the F-150's son. No ice, no nothing. Just a little fun run. Alright, so we're re-racing the Mustang. On the last one I did 11.4 letting out at the 8th. So he spun, so we're going to re-race now. Like I said, he is supercharger. Some other stuff done to it. He says he runs 10 sometimes. But we got no ice, no nothing, still 80 degrees. We're just doing a nice little fun street pool. Alright, did this Honda break down already? Alright, something just popped. Sounds like I just broke something. Did you hear a pop? Okay. Alright, we heard some pop, but we're gonna go. We'll see. Alright, something just popped. Alright, that pop was me, I guess, earlier. What the heck just broke? Sounds like something just cracked on my exhaust. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Huh. Something just broke. Let's see what it is, because I might be going home right now, limping this bad girl home. It sounds like... Haha. Sounds like I just cracked my exhaust. Oh yeah, 100% blew something out. Look, left side. Your left. Oh my god, I think we just blew out an O2 maybe. Oh my god, look at my AFRs. Ah. Okay. Maybe I never tightened that thing down. Let's get our ticket and see what broke. I definitely got my butt whipped. Whatever broke is... I'm really hoping O2, hoping O2 broke out. I don't even know how that happens, but... Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Oh, look, yeah, you went that would have been a good race if I didn't just break. Let's see what broke. Definitely on this side, something on my exhaust is cracked. All right, so we re-raced the Mustang. I lost because in the burnout, I heard a pop. And then, now the car is jacked up. Sounds like an effing monster truck. Let me show you how it sounds. So we're in here. Remember, this is like, sounds like a nice Mercedes. Not too bad, but watch when I fire it up. Yeah. We literally blew the exhaust off. So originally I thought we blew the effing motor because I heard a loud pop, and we shot up to 21 AFRs. So I borrowed a jack. I need to start bringing a jack. We're gonna try to manhandle that thing on. I got one glove. All right, so we were able to get most of it all back on. Basically all I did was undo that clamp, undo that one, and then I've been tapping it. We brought it almost a half an inch on now. Now I'm gonna tighten all the clamps up and see how it sounds. All right, I think we got it all done. So we're gonna turn this bagger on and make sure it's locked quieter now. 9-day difference. Now we're gonna return all the stuff, go back racing. Might as well just go, I guess. All right, so they're like being all weird with the lanes, so we're just going. I'm racing this Mustang, another one. Let's see how we do. No ice, no nothing. See if that exhaust blows off.
93 on the Pro Tree, 1084, 127.
Launch at like 1,000. Definitely walked him. Let's see what we did. We definitely walked another Mustang. Bad. So my front camera's not working. That is what it is. We let out again, hit the brakes. So hopefully we didn't like go too fast and get in trouble. Because for whatever reason they're being really weird today. But I'm probably gonna change the camera for this one to my nosy. But let's see what we did. At least I can get the data for like 8th mile stuff.
All right, I have 2 propositions for you.
Okay, I let out and hit the brakes on that one. I went too fast? Oh, okay, that's fine.
So you either slow down more, or you put a roll cage in it.
Dang, okay, I'll keep trying to slow down. Like literally, like I've been letting out and hitting the brakes. Okay, I'll try to let out earlier.
All right.
Okay, thanks, man. Like, yeah, I'm trying. So we just did 11.4, letting out at 102. So we're gonna do one more. Dang. So that one, we went a 7.3. This will go 10s. I can tell you right now I'll go 10s because I'm doing a 11.4, letting out of this nice little car. All right, so we had a lot of problems at the track. Even the Sunday Fun Day event wasn't done that well. Like, if you could tell, like, they weren't even opening up the gates, because usually how it goes is they tell you what lane to go in for, like, a street car or a no-time car, so on and so forth. They didn't even open the gates sometimes, so some of it we were, like, turning around. That was pretty bad. I did get lucky. My E55 always breaks at the track, no matter what. So today I'm happy it was a simple exhaust thing, but on the way home, it definitely had another exhaust leak, so I think that part backed out. I need to check this whole exhaust. I might have cracked somewhere else, might have done something. I don't really know why. The only really theory I could kind of think of is because I got stock mufflers and stock, like, 2.5-inch, whatever it is, factory back after the long tube header kit. Maybe I have way too much back pressure where it just, like, was pushing. Not sure. If anyone had that problem, let me know. But the car did pretty good. I need to figure out what that fuel dip is, though. So I'm going to contact VTech. We're going to do some street pulls eventually, go to the dyno. So we'll have a dyno video on this car, and I'm going to try to get it to have more power on the top end because, like, 10 AFR and stuff, I'm losing a lot of power up top on that. So still, even though every run I basically pulled out or had multiple issues, we went 11.2, a lot of it 11.4 pulling out before the 8th. So the car, she's got some potential. But we also, the other issue I had with the track, I get it, I'm making a lot of excuses, but the lights, the guys were just dropping them a little quick. That is just neither here nor there, but anyway, I had fun, beat Mustangs, the F-150, so I beat The G35 or the Infinity, whatever, G37, full bolt on. That guy walked. He wanted a re-race. I walked him again. The Mustang, I think, would have been a really good race because his best was 11.1 that day. So he said he'd done 10.5 before, but the DA was bad. It was hot outside. The track wasn't really that good, but I think we would have been a pretty good race if I could have actually fully went each time. But it is what it is. But we did beat his dad, who had the F-150 with the 3-liter Whipple. And then we beat another Mustang that was full bolt-ons, and I think he said nitrous, but if you watch the video, he basically missed a shift because he was stick shift. Then we raced another car where I forgot to hit the camera. It was another Mustang, but it was a 4.6 Mustang with a blower. We beat him by quite a bit too, so all in all, a really fun day. I wish I could have not broke at all, but I'm glad how I broke. But also the track did tell me if I ran one more time and ran another 11.4, I would have been banned for life. So that's why I ended up leaving. And their rule after I talked to them said, because of the year of my car, I really wish, now I'm going to start lying to them. They asked what year is the car, and I said, 02, 03. And they're like, okay, you need to have a cage. So apparently the rule is if your car is 2005 and newer, you do not need a cage for that speed I was going. So I don't get it because I've taken my other cars there. So next time I'm just going to say, 05, 06. What are they going to do, look it up? E55s were made in those years. So I'm just going to start lying. Because I'm not putting a cage in this car. I'm not spending the money on it because this is like a cozy drive to South Florida fun little car. So I'm not going to put a cage in this one. If I'm going to put a cage in a car, I want it to be a lot faster. Because also the cage kills the sleeper look. But hopefully you guys liked the video. Comment down below. Throw a like and subscribe. Big thanks to Rob from needswings.com. He helped me with the logger. That is going to help me night and day with all my cars. And big thanks to VTech, who tunes all my cars, and he has a lot of aftermarket parts. Go check him out. Tell him you saw me. And if you like how I'm doing the data logging, I'm going to make a video about it. But if you want the same setup, contact Rob from needswings.com. Tell him you saw my videos, or if you're buying something from the website, put "Where'd you hear about us?" ND72. I actually have a discount code for you guys. You'll save a little bit on a lot of his products. He has stuff for the M11-3Ks, M11-2Ks, a lot of stuff. So go check him out. Remember, that's needswings.com. And I'll see you guys later.